I have now been a full-time resident of the sleepy village of Tainault for 2 weeks. The name Tainault is Gaelic for house beside the burn, which is quite apt as the River Nant enters Loch Etive at Tainault. When I'm not painting or doing DIY in the house, I'm trying to settle into a routine. Although I can easily walk to the beach, I still take the car as it transports my small 2.75 F-rib and 6 horsepower outboard, which I will use to collect the wood. Yes, I appreciate I could just go to the village store and buy a bag of logs, but there'd be no fun in that. It only takes me 10 minutes to set up the boat, leave the car on the beach and then head into Loch Etive. It was a bitterly cold but beautiful sunny day as I headed for the Bonneau Narrows around 8 o'clock in the morning. I had a quick gawk into the Bonneau quarry and saw the Leslie Ann moored at the Granite Quay. This quarry supplies most of the road ships for Argyll and Bute district. In the past I have caught both cod and ling just off the quarry and intend to target them again in the near future. However, today is logging day, so I keep on heading further up the loch. It truly was a beautiful morning to go logging. I could easily have filled the boat with wood by now, but I wanted to feel as free as the wind and enjoy the scenery, so kept on going. A few weeks ago, while living in the city, I felt I was really only existing, especially on a Sunday morning. Now I feel like I'm living again and enjoying life to the full. Finally, I thought I'd better pull over to see if I could find some wood. Besides, I was now choking for a coffee and a sandwich. I tied up at an old abandoned jetty. Within a radius of around 50 metres, I found several large dry logs, so took them to the jetty and cut them into firebox lengths. It was warm work even on such a cold morning, so I sat for a while slurping hot coffee and munching on egg sandwiches. My new neighbour has hens and handed in a box of her eggs. I am delighted to say they taste nothing like Tesco's free-range eggs. They are delicious, so I may consider keeping a couple of hens myself. As I slowly digested my morning coffee break, I slowly absorbed the amazing scenery. The surrounding silence was something I never heard in the busy city. Totally relaxed and at peace with the world, I got back in the boat and headed onwards towards Ruba Bar, where I often camped in a past city life. I eased into the river where I always park my boat for the night when camping here, as it's very sheltered even in windy weather. Then I took a little walk around. I mused to myself as I recalled several years ago calling this my second home, and now it really is my home. The boat was parked in what I termed the garage. I then got to work cutting some more logs. After all, that was my purpose for this outing. And it didn't take long to fill the bow of the boat with logs which I presume were either oak or birch, simply because they're very hard to cut. I now had that much wood that the boat was struggling to get in the plane. However, going at displacement speed on such a lovely day didn't bother me in the slightest. In fact, rather than head for home, I decided to head to the very end of the loch as it was such a lovely day. I had a nosy at the old Victorian pier at Bar, where the steamships of old landed to let their passengers have a leg stretch. I landed again at the point of Air Tralichan to take in the views towards the end of the loch. I also found another nice birch log which was cut into more manageable bits and loaded aboard the boat, and this time I did set sail for home. I mused as I thought of the guillemots at sea, but ate so many fish they could not fly. I had that much wooden board they couldn't get in the plane, but there was no way I was leaving any behind. But one thing's for certain, I sure enjoyed my logging morning. I hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.